Well, hello, you crazy cats and or kittens, and welcome to the morning of day 88 of Walking with Shawnee. I am, of course, Shawnee, and I'm just leaving Glencar's Mountainside, and what view that is. So, some good news and some less good news. Good news is I'm going to hit 1,000 miles today, which is a fantastic milestone. I'm really buzzing about that. The slightly less good news. As you know, I'd been stopping at a wooden pod last night with a couple of great guys I met yesterday, Ben and Rob. Went to the bathroom this morning to clean my teeth and pulled up my shirt and found a little Jimmy tick in the side of me. So yes, I've had my first tick bite. As you can imagine, a little bit distressing. Tried not to panic. I do have a tick remover, I think, somewhere in my first aid kit, but what I did, I went back to the pod and said to Rob and Ben, do you guys know how to get rid of a tick? And thankfully Ben had removed one from a cat 3 weeks ago and had like a tick removal card, so I managed to twist it out. So there's a little bit of redness around it, as you'd expect with a bite. I think, and what I'd recommend to people, if this happens to you, don't panic. Almost take your time to make sure you're getting it out properly as opposed to yanking it out, because that can do more harm than good. So obviously the biggest risk is Lyme disease. I'm not overly concerned about that. I think, for one, there's not a lot of farmland around here. Not a lot of cattle, which I think can increase the chances. And point two, that it's been removed in the best possible way. And again, big shout out to Ben, you absolute legend. I'm a big believer that everything happens for a reason, and obviously meeting those guys yesterday, stayed in a fantastic pod. But also, if I would have woken up in a tent this morning, saw the tick bite, and didn't have anyone around to sort of help, I might have panicked a little bit. So I'm really grateful to Ben. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, that's, I'm not gonna lie, it has made me a little bit paranoid. I started thinking, how on earth have I got this? I was walking through quite long sort of grass yesterday. Although I did have a shower yesterday as well, so ultimately I think the most likely case, I don't think it would have been in the wooden pod, because it's a protected sort of area. No reason for a tick to be in there. I think maybe it's something that's got into my sleeping bag, and when I got into it last night, it's sort of come out and stuck itself in me. So yeah, I'm a little bit unsettled, a little bit paranoid, checking all my clothes this morning, my bag and stuff. But ultimately, this is something that's happened a lot on this trip. It's in essence, it's not really what happens; it's how you deal with it. And I think, thankfully, I should be all right. I have cleaned it. I'm going to go to the pharmacy in Fort William just to make sure it's all come out correctly. But it looks like Ben has done a fantastic job, and just a learning point, really, I guess. And for anyone, coming on a week hike or a 101-day hike such as myself, just that reminder, just make regular checks on your clothes, make regular checks on your sleeping bag, your tent and stuff. Because although it's relatively, low-ish risk that you will get bitten, and you will come into contact with one, it's just worth making sure you put the steps in place to make sure that it won't happen. So that's something that I'll be more eagerly eyed on in the last 2 weeks as I go on. But yeah, I think that's about it, guys. So it's a relatively good path today. So 10 miles. The only sort of semi-treacherous bit is the Devil's Staircase, which is, as you'd imagine, quite a steep staircase up to the highest point of the walk. But at the same time, that'll be a good challenge to go through. So yeah, and 2 weeks left to go, possibly 13 days if I have a rest day for William, which I might do. But yeah, looking forward to pushing on. So with that, guys, hope you're on for a fantastic Saturday, and I look forward to updating you soon, or later on when I hit 1,000 miles. Peace and love.